Hello, are you a woman over 50 and you're trying to figure out what's going on with your body? It's changing, you haven't done anything different, but you seem to be gaining weight, not sleeping well, you're eating the same things, you don't have the energy you used to have. You wake up, you have energy sometimes, you wake up and you don't have energy. Or after lunch, maybe around 2 o'clock, you just don't have any more to give. And that's really not even most of your day and you still have work to do. And so I can speak to this because I've been there. And I'm a registered nurse. My name is Lenise. And I'm a woman over 50 who has felt this same way. And I want to share with you 4 things that I did to get me where I am today, where I'm not perfect. I don't ask you to be perfect. But what I am saying is these things helped me and I want them to help you as well. So number 1 was I had to start focusing on me. And I know that if you're around my age, you spend a lot of time focusing on everybody else, taking care of everybody. And right now you have to start focusing on you so that you can be here later in life and still be able to show up for your loved ones. But now is a crucial time for you to stop focusing on everyone else and focus on yourself. And I know that those of you that have responsibilities where you have to care for others, that doesn't mean you stop caring for them, but just start to shift your mind where you give some time to yourself, because the things that you're going to need to do to get your health in order will require you focusing on yourself, just a little to start. Okay, so I'm not going to make this real difficult. I'm going to keep it real simple because I know you don't have a lot of time. You're working, you're caring for maybe aging parents. You also may be helping out with your grandchildren, or maybe even still helping your adult children out. So you don't have a whole lot of time and you don't have a whole lot of money. So I'm going to share some things with you that's not going to take up a whole lot of your time, and it's not going to take a lot of your money either. So number 1 thing, when I felt this way about 2 years ago, I started to look at my schedule and I had to start walking. That's all I did at that time. I started getting up every morning and taking a 5-minute walk around my neighborhood. And that walk alone, at first, I didn't feel motivated. And honestly, I still don't feel motivated every day to walk. But motivation was not my concern. My concern was not trying to be my 30-year-old self, not trying to be my 40-year-old self, but I'm concerned about my 70 and 80-year-old self. And so that's where my mindset was when I got up every day and just took a 5-minute walk. And before you know it, that 5-minute walk turns into a 20-minute walk or 30-minute walk over time. But just start there with getting out and moving your body and walking. And if you can't do that, then every day, get up, walk to the end of your driveway and back. Just do that every day. But just start moving your body. The number 2 thing I did was drink water only. For the most part, 99.5% of the time, I drank water. And I hated water. I didn't like the way it tasted. And I'll tell you how I started drinking water was I would get the little water enhancement little bottles, and I would put a little bit of that in my water, which made it taste a little sweet. I think my favorite flavor was grape. And I started there, and those helped me started drinking water. And before you know it, you don't even need those anymore. So I started with the low sugar ones, but if you don't like the taste of water, I've been there, I hated it. And also I started drinking it with a straw. And so that helped me get more water down, and I can always improve upon that. So start moving your body, drinking a little bit of water. And then the third thing was, no matter what I did, I continued to gain weight. I went on this diet and that diet. I was a vegan for, I think, 9 months, a couple of years ago, still gained weight. What I started doing was just focusing on eating healthy protein. And I tried to simplify the foods that I ate so it wasn't so complicated. Every time I opened the refrigerator, it was like, I don't know what I want to eat. But now I have 2 things that I have for breakfast and 2 things that I have for lunch or dinner. Do I deviate from those things sometimes? Yes, but for the most part, I have the same simplified meals all the time. That way I don't have to think about what I'm going to be eating. Sometimes I'll add a little something to it, but for the most part, breakfast and lunch and dinner almost always looks the same. And that simplified things for me in a way that has caused less stress when it comes to meal prepping, when it came to buying groceries, and when it came to preparing my foods. Same items. So that's something that you can try also. And then the last thing I did was, and I'm not sure if this is something you want to do, but it was a lifesaver for me, and that was hormone replacement therapy. I did that because I wanted to start building muscle and lose weight. And I met with my primary care doctor at the time, who was not interested in me starting on hormone replacement therapy, didn't think I needed, just felt that menopause was something I needed to deal with. And then I went to my gynecologist, who wanted to put me on an antidepressant. So for the most part, I fired both of them and found a doctor that would listen. And I started on hormone replacement therapy, and I started sleeping better, have more energy, and I just feel overall better after having done that for a couple of years now. So those are the top 4 things I'll share with you to start getting your health in order. There are many more things I'd like to share, because on this channel I do talk a lot about building muscle, but before you can do that, you have to kind of do the foundational basic things, which is focusing on yourself, knowing that you're a priority, drinking water, enough water to help keep your body flushed, cleared out, your kidneys cleaned out, and also focusing on eating protein, because that will help you build muscle. And then lastly, hormone replacement therapy was what I did. You talk to your doctor. This is all for educational purposes only, but HRT was a game changer for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.